Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, please feel free to subscribe down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, then welcome back. My dog is already causing a ruckus in the background. I'm sorry about the weird lighting. The window is this way. I'm still trying to figure out a place to film, so like half of my face is gonna be in the shadow. Also, my hair is super wet and I look kinda grungy, but I just wanted to film this quick before I head out to work. So I don't have very long, but I did want... So I asked you guys for questions on Snapchat. If you're not following me on Snapchat, do so now. The link is in the description box below and it also showed in the beginning of the video. So make sure to follow me on all my social medias if you want to be part of the next Q&A. But let's just jump right into the questions. What are some common weight loss mistakes? So how I would answer that is if you are trying to lose weight and you're still eating dairy, that's a huge mistake. It's dairy, it doesn't have any health benefits whatsoever, and furthermore it causes immense weight gain if you eat too much of it. Like that whole only eat a quarter cup of cheese with your salad, that's no BS. Cheese is baby calf growth fluid. That is what milk from a cow is. It's designed to turn a tiny baby cow into a giant adult cow as fast as possible. So you don't want to be consuming that. The hormones aren't good for you. They're not meant to be in your body. I mean, if you really want to drink some species milk that badly, drink breast milk. It's a lot better for you. The second question is, who were some of your middle school and high school crushes? This one is probably only going to be interesting to people who actually went to school with me at that time, but I had a lot of crushes when I was younger. My biggest crushes in middle school were probably, let's just go with first names, John, Justin, Carter, Andy, Shane. That's probably it for middle school. And then high school, I was dating somebody for the majority of high school, so I didn't have like a lot of crushes. What is something that you do at the gym every time you go? I think that's a really good question. One thing that I do at the gym, I'll say two things that I do at the gym every single time I go without fail. One of them is I use the sauna or the steam room, usually both. And the other is I use the Stairmaster every single time. I know it sucks, I feel you, and I know why you don't want to do it, but it gets stuff done. Next is, what is your drink of choice at the moment? I would probably say my drink of choice at the moment is either water, vodka with lemonade or vodka with lemon juice. Lemon juice is like super sour and a lot of bars like don't actually have just lemon juice. But if you do that because it's a lot lower in calories and sugar, but vodka with lemonade usually. What makes you feel the most confident? What makes me feel the most confident is when I'm having a really good time and I'm dancing, because I see almost everybody else in the world dance and I'm like, they look like such a fool, like they look so dumb, because you know, that's just, when you dance you just like let go and you release all of your inhibitions and you just go with the flow and go with the music. And that flow can take you to a weird place. So like a lot of people do kind of look silly when they dance, and I know that that's probably what I look like too when I'm getting my groove thing on, but I love to dance, and when I'm just listening to some of my favorite jams and I'm letting loose and dancing, specifically if I'm on or near a beach, that's probably when I feel the most confident, because I'm just loving my life and I'm feeling myself. This next one is asking for my gym routine, and I'm not going to get into that in this video, partially because I think it's a little too long and complicated, but also because this is kind of what I do for a living now. I'm a health coach. I am certified to talk about nutrition and diet and weight loss and all that stuff, so I don't really want to just like say, here's everything that I do at the gym, because that's kind of what I get paid for, you know, and it takes a lot for me to like come up with a plan, come up with a routine and execute it. So if I just like gave that information away, I feel like I would be wasting my time. But I can give you some of my gym routines that I started with when I was like starting to get back into going to the gym. I can give you some of those if you want. Let me know and I will bring my camera and have CJ film me and make an ass out of myself at the gym. Just give me a thumbs up on this video if that's something that you want to see. The hardest part of being a dog mom. I think the hardest part of being a dog mom is the fact that you can never really prepare yourself for the puppy stage. No matter what you do, you're never gonna be prepared for the amount of times they're gonna pee in the house, the amount of things they're gonna destroy, the amount of things that are just gonna get pooped on and destroyed and ruined in your house. Like, it sucks. The puppy stage sucks, but we're starting to move past that now. She's 8 months old and yeah, almost 8 months old, not quite. She's like, oh no, she's only like 7.5 months old, but we're starting to get through that stage now and it's really nice. Have you ever broken the law? I mean, obviously everybody has broken little laws like speeding or like parking where they're not supposed to, you know, something like that. So I have broken those laws and yes. Have you ever had a paranormal experience? Boys and girls, I have absolutely had several paranormal experiences. I do believe that this townhome is haunted. I had several paranormal experiences at my old house and not just there, but in a lot of other places as well. And I haven't had as many paranormal experiences as I wish I had, but I have had several, and if you would like to hear about those, please let me know in the comments below and I would love to do some story times for you. Weirdest food combo you like eating? Vegan mayo and canned green beans. Just take the green beans straight from the can, dip it in the mayo. Oh yeah. Ooh, so good. Have you ever eaten non-vegan food since going vegan a 1.5 years ago? Yes, I have. For example, when me and CJ went to a restaurant a couple of months ago, he got these, they were supposed to be like Chipotle mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes obviously have some kind of dairy in them, right? More often than not. And he got the Chipotle mashed potatoes. It was like this huge plate of them and he hated them. He was like, it literally tastes like I'm eating a bonfire. Like, it's just gross. It tastes like smoke. And so he asked for a new kind of potato and they were going to take those mashed potatoes away and I was like, no, don't do that, because he had already like eaten them. It wasn't like it was the wrong burger that they could have sent back and somebody else would have eaten it. Like, it was just gonna go in the garbage and it was a lot of mashed potatoes and I was like, that's kind of a waste of food, so I'll just eat them. So I ate a bunch of them. And I wasn't doing it because I was like, ooh, I really want those mashed potatoes or like anything like that. I just didn't want them to go in the garbage. So I ate them and, you know, I'm not gonna pass judgment on anybody else for eating non-vegan stuff or whatever. Like, I think that everybody has to be at their own discretion as to what is practical and possible for them. Okay, I have a few more questions that I'm not going to get to because I do have to go, like I said, but this one says, I've been kind of seeing a guy since January, but we still aren't official. He says that we aren't just friends with benefits, and we aren't a couple either. He got irritated when I asked if maybe he didn't want to talk to me anymore, so I think he actually does want to date me, but he hasn't asked. Are we dating? What do I do? And honestly, girl, like, I think that if a guy that you've been seeing for a while is like kind of serious about you in some ways, like he takes you out on dates in public or he like talks to you all the time or has some kind of control over you in the way that like you aren't allowed to sleep with anybody else or, you know, whatever, something like that. If there's some kind of commitment there and yet he still has not committed to you, after a certain amount of time, you just gotta be like, all right, dude, are we dating or not? I would just ask him, because I think there's a reason why he's saying to you that you're not in a relationship, but you're also not just friends with benefits. Like, it's kind of, to me, like when a couple is engaged for like 8 years, but they still haven't gotten married yet, I think they kind of have to ask themselves why that is, because there's probably some kind of hidden reason, even if it's completely underlying within their consciousness and they don't even realize that this is the reason. There's probably a reason why one or both of them doesn't want to get married or doesn't want to marry that specific person. So I would just be straight up with him and just ask, you know, what's going on? Are we dating or not? Like, and if he says, no, we're not dating, or no, we're not dating right now, then you've kind of got some decisions to make. Alright, so those are all of the questions that we have time for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this quick little Q&A video. I'm sorry that I look like a wet mess, but I really did want to film this video and get it up for you guys as soon as possible because I asked you the questions like a week ago and I still haven't put up the video, so yeah. I want to point out again that I am starting my first booty camp by Brooke on July 9th. It's an entirely online program. The details for it will be in the description box below if you do want to secure your spot. It's $75 a person or $60 if you join and you refer another person to join. So if you join with somebody else, like your best friend or your sister or your mom or your brother or whoever, then you both get in for $15 less, but it is a $75 program. It's going to be a lot of fun, very exciting, a good way to get back on track after the 4th of July or Canada Day, whatever it is that you are celebrating, whatever country you're in. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see next or any questions that you have for my next Q&A. Subscribe and share my channel with your friends if you think that they would enjoy me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!